Andrea Trombley. I am a physical therapist, and I am going to show you some of the stretches that I do after a walk or a run in order to stay flexible and strong. These are osteopenia and osteoporosis-friendly stretches that you can do, and I will make modifications as needed. So you've gone out for your walk or run, you come back to your space, and I like to use a strap. So this is a yoga strap. You could also use a long belt or anything that's not stretchy. If you have a very strong, flexible TheraBand, that can work, but I prefer something without stretch to it. So exercise bands are great, but not so great for stretching. Tie, long. You could even use like a long pillowcase if you don't have a strap. All right, so you've come back from your run, and you're going to get down on the floor, and we're going to go right into onto your back, so you can roll to your side and come onto your back. So you've just done this nice walk or run. I like to pull one leg in at a time and get a nice stretch to the hip flexors. Remember to breathe, especially if your heart rate is up. Make sure you have something to drink, get some water, maybe add some electrolytes, and then the other leg. So in this position, we get a nice stretch through the glutes. My back is completely supported on the floor. I don't have to worry about too much rounding in my spine. You could use a small pillow or blanket under your head if your shoulders and your neck do not comfortably go flat down onto your mat. So I like to do 2 on each side. Now, if the knee bothers at all, you can hold behind your knee. If you don't have that much range of motion, go wherever you can. The goal is to have this bottom leg straight. So if you pull this leg in and this leg bends, release some tension on this leg so that you have this bottom leg straight. And again, you're going to switch that out a couple times. Again, adjust the top leg so the bottom leg, the one on the floor, is straight. Great. Once those hip flexors and extensors are a little bit stretched out, we're going to switch to the hamstrings. I like to start with one leg bent and the other one straight, and then we're going to work on that calf and that foot. The goal here is to get this supported leg as straight as you can. If it's significantly bent, bring it out until you can get it straight. So don't pull the knee towards the chest. Bring it out and stretch it with a straight leg. Pull the ankle back and forth. We're stretching the ankle, the calf, the Achilles, the hamstring, gliding the sciatic nerve. And then we're going to roll the ankle. I like to go 5 or 8 times in each direction. And then we're going to switch to the second side. So again, the goal is to get this leg that's lifting to the sky as straight as possible. If it's significantly bent, let up on that pull. You can also use a strap if you need to extend your arms a little bit. So if your leg is really bent, you can use a strap. And then we're going to point and flex the ankle. You can try smiling while you're doing this, and then we're going to circle the ankle in each direction 5 or 8 times. Just till you feel nice loosening up there. Beautiful. And then you're going to bring that leg down and bring both knees in. Stretch out the low back. You can add the ankles here as well. We're going to roll over onto the belly. And let your chin rest on your stacked hands. Let your belly sink into the ground. Again, nice stretch for the front of the hips. And we're going to activate those back muscles and do a little alternating arm and leg lift here. Activating the back body. Again, if you were walking or running, we tend to roll forward a little bit in our posture, so we want to counter that with some upper and lower body activation. And then come up into table position. I like to do a few hip circles. Again, nice stretching to those hip muscles. You can circle or do half circles. Get the glutes. Getting a nice stretch to the top of my foot here as well. You could also flip those toes over if you want to get the Achilles and the foot a little more. All right, we're going to do bird dog, right arm, left leg. And down, left arm, right leg. Try to smile with this. Release. And then a nice puppy pose. The hips stay high. You reach the arms out. Let your forehead come down. Nice straight spine. Nice shoulder opener. And then come on up. I like to come into tall kneeling, arch back. Now we're going to bring the left leg forward and do a little lunge. I didn't bring any blocks, but you could have your yoga blocks here for a little support. So again, getting the front of the leg, front of the hip, and second side. Nice lunge. I'm keeping my knee relatively over my ankle. And then we'll do one in standing. So you can come on up, and the quadricep stretch is the one I want to do in standing. Hold on to something. This is stretching. We're not really working on our balance here. Hold on, grab either your ankle, your pant leg, or you can rest your foot on a chair so that we get the front of the right leg first. And we're trying to keep those hips pointed straight ahead. We don't want to bend at the hips. The other thing is we don't want that leg out here. You want it close to the other knee. So we're holding on, pressing the hips forward, keeping balance out of it by stabilizing so we can really lengthen that quadricep muscle. Crosses the hip and the knee, so we really need to get both of those joints in line. Remember to breathe with this and relax. Let's go to the second side again, holding on to something. You can hold on to the ankle, your pant leg, or rest your foot on a chair. Press the hips forward. Think about your navel, your belly button ahead of your pelvis as opposed to behind it. Nice strong stretch here. We did the hamstrings down on the floor. We are doing the quads in standing. We also got the ankle down on the floor. And we're going to get the quad and the inner thigh in standing. We release, walk your legs wide. Last one, hands on the hips. And I like a little side glide, one side and then the other. Keeping the elbows back, so we don't want to round here, keeping the chest up. Side to side, little glides, getting the inner thigh. And that should give you a nice post-walk or run workout. I hope you enjoyed that. And I always like to do this little arch back to, again, open up the front of the body and finish that off. Great job. I congratulate you for getting out for your walk or your run. I hope this stretching routine helps you loosen up and stay active and balanced. See you next time.